Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another great tutorial of The Social, a social media app with the help of Flutter and Firebase. So in the previous tutorial we have implemented a screen for the alternate profile of the user. So that currently I am logged in if you observe at Dungeon Master. But here we have a new profile of Flawless Hero which was posted a day ago. So after pressing over the following circle avatar of the user, we are navigated to its profile screen, that is his own profile. So in this video we are going to add the functionality of following the particular user who is Flawless Hero. But before starting off today's tutorial, make sure that you have subscribed to this channel. This channel shall provide you all the premium and best content over Flutter that you won't get anywhere, along with some certain projects like Pizzato, Netflix clone, Udemy clone, as well as an ongoing project of The Social. So with that said, let's start off today's tutorial with creating two different buttons. So for that purpose we can go under the alternate profile helpers, which is somewhere between here. Let's go to the following definition, and here under our alternate profile we can go under our header, and under our header profile you may observe we have this particular portion which contains a row, and the following row contains two different columns. First of all for the following user data, and one more for the following and follower user data, that is a post and everything. So we can do one thing, refactor the following row under a column, and we can go to the end of the following row which is at the bottom, and after having the following row we can have a different container for containing two different buttons of a material button for following the user, also messaging the user. So for that purpose let's have a container. So under the following particular container, first of all let's have height for media query. Let's have a height of 0.2, and after this we shall be also requiring a width. So here under the following container let's have constant colors of red color. Press Ctrl and S. Alrighty, we have our container here. So for making the container visible we can go up at the top of our main size box, and here let's increase somewhat size. So here let's make it of 0.4. Cool. So once we have done this of 0.4, we can come down at our container and make this thing of 1.5, that is 0.15. Let's have of 1.1. It's always about trial and error. Cool. So after having the particular container, we shall be having a child to our entire row. So here let's have a child to be a row. So under this row, first of all I have main axis alignment for main axis alignment of space evenly. After this let's have children. So under the children we shall be containing two different material buttons. So here let's have first of all a material button. Under the following material button let's have a height, that is a color. Let's have a color for constant colors of blue color, and after having color let's have child as well. Child for a text saying follow, and here let's have style to be a text style, and under the following text style let's have a color of constant colors of white color. After this let's have font weight of bold, and after that let's have font size of 16. So here under this on press property it will be quite null for now, not null but it will be empty for now. So what I will be doing is simply copy the following button and paste it one more time. But here let's have an option of message, easy, press Ctrl and S. Cool. So we have our two of our buttons here. So now we can simply do one thing, decrease the size of our entire container according to the size of our material buttons. Let's make it of 0.7. Alright, not 0.7 but 0.07, my bad. Cool. So after having this we can simply go at the top at our main size box, and let's make it of 0.35. It's always about trial and error of 0.37. Cool. Everything looking more cool now. So we can go down under our main container and remove the following button. So we have our two options for following the particular user, also messaging the user. So we can simply go back, and here if I check our own profile we won't get any button cause we won't follow our own self. So we can simply go under our main field, and under our main field let's go under the profile of Flawless Hero. Easy. So here we are getting two different options for following the user, also messaging the user. So for now let's create a new functionality for following the particular user. So for following the user we can go under Firestore collection and add that functionality there, which is under our services. So here under our Firebase collections, that is Firebase operations, we shall be creating one more method for following the user. So for that I shall be creating a future method of follow user. Here it will be taking 6 different arguments. Yes, you heard it right, 6 different arguments as in the form of data of the user who is following the next user, and also to the user who has been followed by the particular user. Let me tell you by writing the following code. So here I shall be having a string for following UID. After that I shall be having one more string for following doc UID, and after that I shall be having a string for the following data, easy. And after having this thing, I shall be having 3 different more UIDs, that is strings. For first of all for follower UID, and after that for follower doc ID, and after that one more string for follower data. But here we won't require a string but a dynamic. So here let's have dynamic as well, and here let's have follower data, easy. The entire process will be asynchronous, so let's make it asynchronous and format document once. So here after having all of the following different arguments, alright, a string. So after having all of the following arguments, here I can simply return Firebase Firestore dot instance of collection, a collection of the particular user, that is users, and from this I will be taking a doc. So first of all what we will be doing is add data under the user who is being followed by, that is if Dungeon Master shall be following Flawless Hero, his following will be increased by 1, that is the counter shall be increased by 1. And here under the following option of recently added, we need to add the data of who is he following. And after that if we go under Flawless Hero, here the followers option shall be increased by 1. So in this way we need to create a following architecture. So for that purpose, first of all we shall be adding data to the followers list of the following Flawless Hero. So for that purpose, under the doc ID of the following user, I shall be having the doc ID to be the following user ID of the Flawless Hero, which is contained under my Firestore collection. So for that purpose, here I will be writing doc ID to be the following, and after that I shall be creating a collection of all the followers of the particular user. So here let's have followers, and after having the particular collection of followers, I shall be having a doc, and the following document shall be containing for the user who is being followed by to Flawless Hero, who is nothing but a Dungeon Master. So for that purpose, here I will be writing following doc ID, and after that I will be simply setting all the data so that user won't be able to follow the particular user again and again. So here under setting data, I will be simply writing following data, and here we shall be adding when complete phrase. So here under when complete phrase, first of all let's make it asynchronous, easy. So here when the following process shall be completed, that is all the data to the person who is followed by Flawless Hero shall be included. We shall be also adding the data under a field of our Dungeon Master, that is under his following list. So for that purpose let's go back first of all, and here I shall be also returning Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection of the particular users, that is a big collection of users, and under this first of all I will be having doc of the particular user who is being followed to. So for that purpose, here I will be writing follower UID. I know the following thing is quite complicated, but we need to complete this. So after having follow UID, I shall be creating a collection of following, alright, not a semicolon but following. Here the following particular collection of following shall be referred to Dungeon Master, and here the following doc shall be containing Flawless Hero, that is Dungeon Master is following Flawless Hero. So for that purpose I shall be having doc ID of the Flawless Hero itself. So for that, here I will be writing follower doc ID, and after that I will be simply setting the data, and here the data shall be containing nothing but simply follower data, easy. I know the following process is quite big and quite lengthy, but you need to watch the following code one more time. So let me explain to you about what thing is happening here. So under our method of follow user, we are taking 6 different arguments. So the first argument shall be containing for the following UID, and also a following doc ID, and also a dynamic of the following data. Now all of these 3 different fields shall be containing for user B, that is under our case for Flawless Hero, for the person who is followed by Dungeon Master, who is person A. So A is following person B, so the following data will be containing for person B. And after that we have 3 different arguments for the person A, so that the follower here is nothing but Dungeon Master. Also we are getting his follower doc ID, also his follower data, and here under this case we have following UID who is person B, who is Flawless Hero, also following doc ID who is Flawless Hero itself, and also following data, and the following data is of nothing but only of Flawless Hero. And once we have provided all the following arguments, first of all we are going to add data under our users. Under the following users, we are taking up the doc of the following UID who is Flawless Hero, and under this particular document we are going to add a new collection, a collection of followers under the case of flawless hero. And here under this particular collection we are going to set a document of the following doc ID who is under our case for Dungeon Master. And once we have done this, we are going to set a data of Dungeon Master itself under the document of flawless hero. And similarly after that we are going to return one more Firestore instance where we are going to add data under users collection of the following follower UID. And here under this case we are going to add a new collection under following for our Dungeon Master, which will be showcased here under our following case. And after that we are going to set data of follower data, and the following data shall be nothing but of our flawless hero. So this was the complete explanation I guess, and I deserve a like for this, so please hit that like button. So once we have done all of the following changes, we can simply go under alt profile helper, and here under the follow button we can simply add the following process of follow user. So for that I can simply write provider dot off, and here I will be taking context from Firebase operations, and after that I will be simply having listen property to false, and after that we shall be having the method of follow user. Now here it will be taking many more parameters, that is 6 different parameters. So let's break it out one by one. Cool. So now first of all it will be taking a following UID. So here under this case if we go back, under this we shall be taking following UID of our particular flawless hero. So for that purpose we can simply go at the top of our entire method of header profile, and here if you remember we have our user UID which we are getting returned after having this following alt profiles user UID. So for that purpose we can go down finally, and here we shall be having the following user UID. So here let's write user UID. So after having the following user UID we shall be requiring a following doc ID, that is the person who is being followed by, and in this case the person is nothing but Dungeon Master. So for that I can have provider dot off, and for this purpose let's have authentication, and after that let's listen to false, and let's get the user UID. So after getting the user UID we shall be requiring following data, that is the data of Dungeon Master. So for that purpose we shall be simply getting all of the data of Dungeon Master itself. So here first of all let's make this field to be somewhat big, easy. So here first of all we shall be requiring the name of Dungeon Master, that is the person who is following. So for name I can simply write provider dot off for Firebase operations. From this I shall be simply listening to false, and after that we can simply get init user name. After that we shall be requiring user image as well. So for that we can simply copy this, paste it here, and here let's get user image, and here let's have get init user image. So after having this thing we shall be requiring user UID as well. So here let's have user UID, and here let's have authentication, and here let's get user UID, and after having user UID let's get the user email as well. So we can paste this thing here, and here let's have user email, and here let's get user email, and after that we shall be also requiring a time. So here let's have time for timestamp dot now. Yes, you guess it right. So after having the following collection, alright, let's go up at top. So after having the particular data, that is data submissions under our this field of set data, we are going to also return a following user collection where we are going to create one more collection under following. So for that purpose first of all we shall be requiring a follower UID. So for follower UID, the follower UID shall be nothing but simply a follower UID of Dungeon Master. So for that purpose we can simply copy the follower UID from here and paste it here, and after having that, alright, a comma here, no worries. So after having the following UID we shall be also requiring one more string for follower doc ID. So for that purpose we can copy user UID and paste it here, and after that we shall be requiring follower data as well. So here under the case of follower data, first of all let's have username of flawless hero. So for getting username I can write snapshot dot data, and from this let's get username, and similarly we can copy the entire line from here, paste, paste and paste. So here instead of username I shall be having user image, and here let's paste the user image as well, and after that here we shall be having user email, and from here let's have user email as well, and after that let's have user UID, and similarly for now let's have user UID, and after having this let's have time as well. So for time I can write timestamp dot now, easy. So this will be a complete method that we have implemented under our follow method, that is our follow user. So we can format document first. Cool. So once everything is done, let's try it out. But for now we can also do one thing, that is create a new indicator for the user that he has pressed the following follow button. So for that purpose let's go at the bottom, and here let's have a new method for followed notification or any sort of thing. Now we can also do one thing, that is have a default snack bar that Flutter shall be providing to you, but we are using our custom sheets, that is our own. So here it will be taking a build context to be a context, and after having build context it will be taking a string to be a name. Okay, let's say a name, and here let's return show model bottom sheet. Let's have a context, and under the case of builder let's have context, easy thing, and here let's return a container, a small container. So under the following container, first of all let's have height for media query dot off for size of height into 0.1. let's have width as well, and after having height and width let's have somewhat decoration for box decoration. So under box decoration, first of all let's have a color of constant colors for dark color. After that let's have border, that is border radius for border radius of all, that is circular of 12, easy. And after having these things let's have child as well. So here under child let's return a column. Under the particular column, now here we shall be requiring a divider. So let's go under landing page, that is landing services, and copy any of the following divider, paste it here. So after having the following divider let's have a text. So under the following text we shall be simply saying followed particular name, that is name. Let's have somewhat styling to be a text style, and here let's have a color of constant colors of white color. Let's have a font weight of bold, and after that let's have font size of 16. And here under this column let's have a center property, that is center widget, and here let's have main axis alignment for main axis alignment of center, also for cross axis alignment for cross axis alignment of center. So now we can simply copy the following name. Let's go at the top, and here let's have when complete phrase, and here when complete we shall be simply asserting followed notification, and here it will be taking a context and also a name. So for the particular name I can simply copy the particular user name and here paste it off here. So now let's test it out. So first of all we can simply go back and open Flawless Hero one more time. So here first of all we shall be simply doing one thing, that is simply follow the particular user. So here after pressing over this, alright, we are getting our notification here. So here under the user collection you may see under the collection of Flawless Hero, here a new collection is created for followers, and here under followers we have a document, and under a particular document we have data of Dungeon Master, that is the person who has followed Flawless Hero. And if we simply go back to our main users, and here if we simply go under the second document of Dungeon Master, here we have collection of following, and under the following you may observe we have a document, and under document we have nothing but data of Flawless Hero. So congratulations, we have made it up. We have successfully implemented the following functionality of following the user. So now what we can simply do one thing, that is add a following counter under the case of a particular user. So for having that functionality we can simply go at the here, and here instead of having text let's remove the following text from here and have a stream builder. So here under the particular case of stream builder we shall be simply having a document snapshot as in a type. So here let's have a stream for Firebase Firestore dot collection dot instance dot collection of all the users, and after that let's have doc of the particular user. So for that I can simply say snapshot dot data, and from this let's get the user UID, and after having this let's get the collection of followers, that is following, and here let's get all the snapshots. So here let's make it of query snapshot, my bad, easy. And after that we shall be having a builder as well. So here for a particular builder, let's return a context, also a snapshot. If snapshot's connection state shall be under a case of waiting, let's have that particular case of connection state of waiting. We shall be simply returning a center. Under this let's have a child to be a circular progress indicator for now, easy. And here let's have else statement as well. So here else return new text. So here under the following text, let's remove 0 from here and have snapshot dot data dot docs dot length dot toString, easy. Press Ctrl and S, and after this let's have a comma here. So now we can simply copy the entire stream builder from here and go under followers and paste here as well. But here let's have a different field of followers. Press Ctrl and S, and here you may observe we have a count of 1 for particular followers. And if we go under the case of Dungeon Master, let's copy the entire statement from here as well and go under our profile. Under profile helpers we can simply go up, and here under the followers let's paste it out here. Let's import everything, and here let's have following case. Let's go at the top, and here let's remove this from here as well and have following, that is followers. Press Ctrl and S. Cool. So here you may observe we have following to be 1. Congratulations, we are doing a great job. So after having this thing, let's also do one thing, that is add a particular data of the user that Dungeon Master is following to be here. So for that purpose, let's go under middle profile after divider. Here under our middle profile we have recently added section, and here we have entire container which has no child. So here let's have child to be following stream builder. Let's format document once. So here we shall be simply having a data of all the following. So here under else statement, let's not return a text but a circle avatar. So here under the following circle avatar, let's have a background color for constant colors of transparent one. After that let's have background image to be a network image, and under following network image we can have all of the data. So for that purpose we can simply remove circle avatar from here, and here let's have a list view so that we can retrieve all of the data. So for that let's have children under form of snapshot dot data dot docs, and here let's map the entire query snapshot under a document snapshot under a form of toList. So here let's have document snapshot, also a document snapshot, and here let's have if condition, if snapshot dot data dot connection state. If it is under a connection state of waiting, the usual thing, we shall simply return a center having a child to be a circular progress indicator for a loader. Now don't worry, we are going to have a different loaders under later tutorials, but for now this is okay for us. So here let's have return statement for else return new circle avatar, and here under this network image let's have document snapshot dot data, and from this let's have user image. Alright, let's do one thing. Instead of having a circle avatar, let's remove it from here and have a container. So under the following container let's have a static height of 60, also a static width of 60, not 600 but 60. Let's have a child for image dot network, and here under the source let's have document snapshot dot data. From this let's have user image. Let's test it out. Alright, we are getting data of flawless 0. Alrighty, we have done a great job for today. So let's do one thing, decrease somewhat height of our container to 0.08. Now we can simply do one thing, refactor the following padding under a column, and here let's have main axis alignment to our column, and here let's have cross axis alignment for cross axis alignment of start. Let's have main axis alignment to main axis alignment of start as well. So now as the main task of our today is done, let's create a new bottom sheet for the user so that he will be able to check to whom he is following. So for that purpose let's go at the bottom and create one more sheet of check following sheet. It will be taking a build context to be a context. Here let's return a show model bottom sheet. It will be taking a context to be a context, also a builder under a form of context. Here let's return a container, a big container, and here let's have child to be a stream builder under a form of a query snapshot. But instead of writing this thing here, we can simply go at the top and copy the entire stream builder and paste it here. Cool, so here we shall be requiring a snapshot. So here let's have a dynamic, alright, a dynamic snapshot. Cool, so once everything is done from here, instead of returning a container, we shall be returning a list style. So here let's return a new list style. So under the following list style, first of all we shall be having a leading widget for a circle avatar. Under the following circle avatar, let's have a background color, constant colors of dark color. After that, let's have background image for network image, and under network image let's have document snapshot dot data for user image. And after having leading widget, let's have a title as well. So here under title, let's have text for document snapshot dot data for user name. Let's have somewhat styling as well. So after having the following text, let's copy the following text, and here let's have a subtitle as well. So here let's have subtitle under a form of particular text, but here let's have user email. Alright, format document first, and here let's have different size to font of 14, also a different color of yellow color. Let's check it out, but before that let's go at the top, and here let's have height for media query dot of for height of size of height into 0.4. Also let's have a width. Let's have somewhat decoration for box decoration. Under this let's have color of constant colors of dark color. Let's have border, that is border radius for border radius for circular for 12. Let's check it out. So here we can simply copy the following sheet. Let's go at the top, alright, somewhere between here, and here to our main container let's refactor it under a gesture detector, and here let's have on tap property, and here on tap let's return the following sheet. Let's have a context, also a snapshot, format document once. But before that let's come down under our middle profile, under our list view, and here let's have scroll direction for axis of horizontal. Cool, so once this thing is done, let's try tapping over it. Alright, we are getting our data of flawless 0 that the particular user is following. So let's go at the bottom, and here let's have blue gray color, a different color, format document first, open it one more time. Easy, we are getting our data of flawless 0. So after having this, let's have a trailing widget as well, and under trailing let's have a material button. Under material button, first of all let's have the color. So here let's have constant colors of blue color. Let's have child to be a text for unfollow. Yes buddy, we are going to unfollow you but not now. So here let's have somewhat styling. Under this let's have a color for constant colors of white, also a font weight. Let's have on tap property, that is on press, which will be null for now. Format document once, and also let's check it out. Alright, everything is managed cool, easy. So now what we will be doing is simply navigate the user to the following flawless 0. So for that purpose we shall have on tap property under our list style, and here on tapping it we can simply navigate a dot push replacement. Under push replacement we have a new route, and here let's have paste transition. Under this it will be require a child and type, usual thing. So here let's have type for paste transition type for up to down where it is, or at top to bottom. And here under child we can have alt profile. Here it will be having a required parameter of user UID, and here under user UID we can have document snapshot dot data. From this let's have user UID, smart things. So format document once. So now after opening this and tapping over it, we are navigated to flawless 0, and here under flawless 0 we have our followers to be 1, who is nothing but our dungeon master, which is ourselves only. So now before ending the following tutorial, let's create a new sheet for the followers thing also under alternate profile. So for that purpose we can go at the alt profile helper, go at the bottom where we created the following sheet and copy the following thing, check follower sheet, go at the alt profile helper, and here paste it here, and here under following let's have followers. Alright, everything will be same, but here let's have followers, easy. Alright, so here under alt profile let's import the following document. So once everything is done, let's test it out. So for testing it out we can copy the entire name go at the top, somewhere between followers thing, which is here, and convert the following container under a gesture detector. Here let's have on tap property, and under this let's paste check follower sheet. Let's pass on context, also a document snapshot. It will be requiring a snapshot. So here let's pass on the snapshot itself. Easy, format document first. Now after opening this, we are getting our entire thing of Dungeon Master, but also we are getting the following thing here of onFollow. So now let's add a condition over the following thing. So here let's go at the bottom first to the R sheet, and here we have a trailing button of material button. So here we can simply remove it from there and have a condition if document snapshot dot data, and after this let's have user UID if the following user UID matches to the person who is logged in. So for that let's have provider dot of authentication. Let's have listen property to false, get user UID. If the thing is so, we shall be returning nothing but simply a container, and under the following container it shall be having a width of 0, also a height of 0, else we shall having else statement for material button. Easy, format document first. So now let's open it one more time. Here we are getting nothing but an empty sheet. Congratulations, we are making it up very good way. And also we can have condition over navigator. So for that let's remove navigator from here and have if statement. So here under if we can simply copy the following trailing condition and paste it here. If the following thing will be so, alright, let's have not condition here. Alright, not one but not. We shall simply navigate the user to this thing. Format document first, and here let's have this thing here, but here let's remove the following thing and have navigator. Here let's have paste transition. Under a paste transition let's have child and type, the usual thing. So for type I can have paste transition type from left to right, and also an alternate profile thing. So here let's have alt profile. It will taking user UID, so let's copy user UID and paste on document snapshot dot data under following user UID. Easy thing. So once everything is done, let's open it one more time, and after typing over this, we won't be navigate to a next screen cause the following thing belongs to us, that is we are only Dungeon Master. So congratulations, we are doing a great job. We are going to attach all the posts of particular user under his profile section. So for now you may observe I have my profile here of Dungeon Master, and here I have no post, so I am just indicating here a no post signal of the following image. So for now we shall be doing one thing, that is add all of the posts of the particular user under his profile section. And here under my feed, if you observe I have deleted all the posts which we had previously uploaded under our Cloudflare store. So for now we will be uploading all the posts and also attach the particular post under the collection of a particular user. So for that purpose we can simply go under our upload screen, under the services, under the utils for upload options, that is upload post, and here under upload post we can create a separate method for uploading all the data under Cloudflare store. And here under upload post, if you observe we have a button of share, that is if I simply go here. So here under my main feed, if I click this button, we have got two options for camera and gallery. So after pressing gallery, we are getting navigated to our gallery, and by this side I will be simply selecting this image. Cool. So now after confirming the image, the following image shall be uploaded under our cloud storage, that is Firebase storage, and we can see the URL of a particular image under our debug console, which is right here. So here after pressing the following share button, all the data of the particular image shall be uploaded under our collection of Firestore, which is post. And so for attaching all the post data under our user section, we need to attach one more method for creating a new collection under the profile section of the user. So for that purpose here, instead of having when complete phrase, we can simply remove it from here for navigator.pop and attach one more when complete phrase. And here when complete phrase, let's make this process to be asynchronous. So here we can make the following process to be asynchronous, and here we can attach our when complete phrase after having a dot. And here under this when complete phrase we need to add data under user profile. Easy. So here to attach the following data under user profile, we can simply return Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection of the particular users, and from these users we will be simply getting the doc of the particular user. And for getting the doc of particular user, I can simply say provider dot of under the context of authentication, and from here let's have the particular context and also a listen property to false. And after this I can simply get the user UID, and once we have gotten the particular user's UID, I shall be creating one more collection for all the posts. Alright, a posts, and here we can be simply adding all the data, easy as that. So here under this add data we can simply copy the entire thing from here and paste it here. So format document first. Cool. So once we have done the following thing, we are good to go. So now we can simply get up the following thing. So let's create one more post by moving into gallery, and from here let's select the following image. Let's confirm the following image and check our debug console. A healthy habit. Cool. So image is uploaded, and here we can write a new caption. So once we have added a particular caption, we can simply share the following image. Easy, we have added the particular image under our main post, which is just a moment ago. So let's do one thing like our own post. So now once the following thing is done, let's fetch all the data from the users collection. So for that purpose we can go under the following user section, and here we have nothing but simply an empty size box. So let's go under the profile, under the screens for particular profile. So here under profile we have our footer profile. So let's go to the following definition, and here under our footer profile we have a child to be an image asset. So we can remove it from here and have a stream builder. Let's have a type of a query snapshot. Under the following stream builder, first of all let's have a stream for Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, a collection of nothing but all the users, and from this let's get the particular doc. The doc shall be nothing but the data of the particular user, and from here we can have a collection of all the posts, and from there we can get all the snapshots. So first of all let's have a document for provider dot off, and under this off let's have authentication, and once we have provided authentication let's have listen property to false, and after that let's get the user UID, easy. And once we have provided the following stream, let's have builder as well. So here for the builder let's have context and similarly a snapshot. Here if the following snapshot connection state, that is connection state is under connection state of waiting, we shall be simply returning a center having a child to be circular progress indicator, easy thing. And after that we can simply return else, and here we can simply return a new grid view. So under the following grid view, first of all we shall be having a grid delegate. So for having the particular grid delegate, here I shall be simply writing sliver grid delegate with fixed cross axis count, and here under the following axis count we shall be having cross axis count for 2. You can have according to you, that is for 2 or 3. So here once we have provided this, we shall be having all of the children. So under children I can have snapshot dot data dot docs, and from this let's map the particular query snapshot under a document snapshot. So for that let's have a to list form, and here instead of having a dynamic key I shall be having a document snapshot to be a document snapshot, and here I shall be simply returning a container. Under the following container, first of all let's have height and width. So here I can simply have height of media query dot off for size of height into 0.5 I guess, also a width of media query dot off for context of size of width, and after that we shall be having a child to be a fitted box. Under the following fitted box let's have a child to be image dot network. Under the following image dot network I shall be having document snapshot dot data, and from this I shall be simply getting post image. Alright, let's check what we have provided. So here under the following thing we have post image. So here we can simply have post image as well, easy. And once we have done the following thing, cool. So now format document once and press Ctrl and S, and here you may observe we have our entire post that we have uploaded of our dark sky. If you observe here we have dark sky, we have successfully fetched up all of the data from a particular post of the user. So now we can simply do one thing, instead of having cross axis count to be true, we can have a 3-1, easy. And after that let's have somewhat bigger height of 0.8. Now let's have somewhat padding to our entire container. Cool, so we have done a great job for today. Now let's do one thing, that is have a fixed count to be 2 as well. It will be looking more cool. So now in the future, as many posts the user shall be uploading, all of the data shall be recorded here. And you know what, we can also do one thing, add a bottom sheet for seeing the exact details of the following post. But before having that thing, we should also do one thing, upload one more post. So here let's select our camera, not camera but gallery. Let's check this one, a clear sky. Confirm the image. Let's have a different caption for a clear sky. Let's upload the following post. Easy, we have one more post here of clear sky. Now let's check our profile. Whoa, we have one more post here, that is of clear sky, that we have successfully uploaded under our feed. We are doing a great job, buddy. So now after doing this thing, we can also do one thing, that is log out of our application. And here we can simply log in as a different user for Flawless Hero. Alright, so here if we check our profile, we have nothing. Easy. And if you move under the following profile of Dungeon Master, we get all of the data. So here instead of having the following thing, alright, we have bottom overflowed. No worries. So here instead of having the following thing, we need to show the user about all the posts of Dungeon Master. So let's do that thing. So for that, let's go out of our profile helpers and move under our alternate profile. So here under alternate profile, let's go under footer profile. So here under our footer profile, we have nothing but just an image. So we can simply remove the following thing. And here instead of having hard coding, we can simply go under our profile helpers and copy the following stream builder and paste it here. But here instead of having this doc to be this doc, we can remove it from there. Alright, let's remove everything. And here we can simply have snapshot.data, and from this we can simply fetch the user UID. Let's test it out. So after pressing Ctrl Shift and F for formatting document once, and after pressing Ctrl and S, easy, we have the users all of the post here. Alright, the following thing is just very creepy, so let's fix it up. So to fix it up, we can simply go under the following thing and have 0 for 0.5. So here instead of having 0.53, let's have 0.45. Easy, 0.4. Cool, so now we have got all of our posts. We can simply construct a new method for showing details of the particular post. So here I shall be creating a new method for show post details. It will be taking a build context to be a context, also a document snapshot for document snapshot. After having the following thing, I can simply return show model bottom sheet. Here it will be taking a context, and under the following builder it will be having a context as well. So once we have done the following changes, we shall be simply returning a big container. So here under the following container, first of all let's have a height into 0.6, also a width, and here let's have somewhat decoration. Let's have a border radius of circular for 12, and after having the decoration, let's have child. So under my container, first of all I shall be having a child to be a column. Under the following column, let's have all the children. So first children shall be nothing but an entire container for showing the particular image. So here let's have a container having a height and width. So I can simply copy the both of the height and width and paste it here. But here instead of 0.6, let's have 0.3. Easy thing. And after that, let's have a child to be a fitted box. Under the following fitted box, let's have a child to be the image dot network. Under the following source, let's have document snapshot dot data, and from this let's have post image. So format document once. So after having the following thing, we shall be having a caption of particular post. So for that, let's have a text. So under the following text, I can copy the entire thing of document snapshot and paste it here. But here let's have caption. Let's have somewhat styling to our text. After having the particular styling, we shall be required all of the particular post options, that is a row of like button, comment button, and also reward. So for that, let's move under feed helpers, and here under load post we can come down. We can simply copy the entire row and paste it here. But here let's have a container. Under the following container, let's have a child to the particular row. Alright, format document once. So we can simply go up and copy the following show post details. So let's go under the following grid view, and here under the following gesture detector, let's have an on tap property. So here under on tap property, we can paste the following post details. and I have a context and also a document snapshot. Easy thing. So once everything is done, let's test it out. So after pressing over this, we are getting our data, but we are getting somewhat jumbled data. So let's fix that up. So for fixing that up, we can simply come down, and first of all let's have somewhat larger image size. So let's open it one more time. Alright, large image size, and after having that thing, let's increase somewhat caption size for 20, and after that let's come under our row. So now under our row of all the container, under our row we just have a gesture detector and also a stream builder. So after having both of this, after having the following stream builder, we can copy the entire container and paste after the following stream builder, and also we can copy the following downward container, remove it from there, format document once, and we can paste it here. So now let's test it out. Alright, we have all of our data here. Congratulations, we are doing a great job. And after pressing over this, we have a different container. So everything is done from this side. We only need to manipulate our UI with a great format that you can do with a great instance if you have been following this tutorial for quite long. So in this video we have concluded the following tutorial of building the following UI screen. So now we can be simply doing one thing, that is copy the entire show post details, move under our own profile of the user, that is somewhere between here of profile helpers, and let's paste it out here. Cool. So once this thing is done, let's import everything. Cool. So now what I can do is copy the following show post details thing, go somewhere up, convert the following padding under a gesture detector. Let's have on tap property. Under this on tap, let's paste on this, and I have a context as well as a document snapshot. Easy thing. So format document once. Cool. So now once the user shall be posting any of the data, we shall be seeing his post. So let's copy the following thing. So let's post a new image from gallery. Let's use this one, confirm image. So now instead of having a clear sky, let's have different caption. Now please comment down that we need to change the following property, that the following text controller shall be cleared off. So yeah, let's have a new caption of any sort of thing just for testing out. So yeah, let's share it once. Cool. So here we have our new image which is posted a moment ago. So if we check our profile, we have our image here, and after typing over it, we have our new caption here. So congratulations, we have done a great job for today, and we have almost completed the social feed, that is the phase 1 of our entire The Social application. So with that said, I think we should end up our lecture for now. So this is gonna be your homework to jumble the following UI with a great format. I will check up your homework in the next tutorial. I'm just kidding bro, just practice is hard. So I will see you in the next one while implementing those functionalities. Goodbye.